Hello all, let's learn how to subtract rational numbers with the same denominator. But before that, do you remember add the additive inverse in the case of integers? The same logic applies here. But still, let us just recap what is add the additive inverse, or what is additive inverse. The additive inverse of 5 is negative 5, just the opposite. And what is the additive inverse of negative 5? Positive 5. So what is the additive inverse of 3 by 8? Negative 3 by 8. How about the additive inverse of negative 7 by 5? Positive 7 by 5. So now that you know what is additive inverse, let's start working on the subtraction of rational numbers with the same denominator. So subtract 3 by 8 from 5 by 8. So how does the equation go? The equation goes 5 by 8 subtracted by 3 by 8. Why did I put this way, not 3 by 8 from? Because I'm subtracting 3 by 8 from 5 by 8. So 5 by 8 comes initially, then comes 3 by 8. So children, out here the denominators are the same. So let's keep it untouched. It remains the denominator. And we subtract the numerator 5 minus 3. So we subtract here. So add the additive inverse. We get 2 by 8. How is that? Let's get to the next sum. Subtract negative 4 by 7 from negative 6 by 7. Again, the denominators are same. And it is asking us to subtract negative 4 by 7, from negative 6 by 7. So please remember, add the additive inverse. This is applicable only in the case of subtraction. So add the additive inverse of negative 4 by 7 is positive 4 by 7. How much do you get? You get here, the denominator remains the same. Negative 6 added to 4, you get negative 2. So the answer is negative 2 by 7. Now let's look at the third one. The third one is asking us to subtract negative 3 by 10 from 10 by 10. So, as usual, in subtraction, we have add the additive inverse. The additive inverse of negative 3 by 10 is positive 3 by 10. So the denominator remains the same. Look at the numerator. 10 added to positive 3, we get 13 by 10. Now let's work on this one, the fourth sum. Let me put in a different color altogether to understand better. Yeah. So it's going to be negative 17 by 15 subtracted by 13 by 15. So the main operation is subtraction, and this one you need to find the additive inverse. So what do? I need to, negative 17 by 5 remains the same. Add, the operation goes to add. Additive inverse of 13 by 15 is negative 13 by 15. So how much do you get here? You get 30 by 15. In fact, negative 30 by 15, because negative 17 added to negative 13 gives us negative 30 by 15. How's that? Let me reiterate. Whenever you work on the subtraction of rational numbers or integers, please remember, add the additive inverse. When I say add, the main operation out here is subtraction. You add the additive inverse of the second number out here. So you'll get negative 3 by 8. And thus, we headed on in solving all the problems. Thank you so much for understanding. I'm sure you enjoyed and understood this session. To learn the next concept, click on the video here. You can also subscribe to my channel here and continue to enjoy learning more and more concepts.